Well, it's the Colt 1891 Navy revolver, black powder percussion cap revolver. And I already modified it before I even shot it, because I know there's a problem with all these revolvers, whether it's made by Pieta or Oberti. I know it's a Colt reproduction, I guess you would call it. But when you pull back the hammer, when you fire the shot, you have a cap right here, right? And what happens is, a lot of times the cap will partly come off and it'll fall in the action right here and jam the weapon up. That's why you would tilt them up like this, but you really can't do that on a rifle range. And I saw this on another video, and I was looking and looking. There's several modifications you can do, but I like this one that says, oh, it makes a lot of mechanical sense. Now, if you look real careful, see right here, right? You see that? Just focus, you little poo-poo. See this? See that little notch? Not that notch. This notch right here. That actually goes with the rest on the pin between the chambers. That's what it's for. So you can actually load 6 shots. You don't have to actually load 5 shots. And you can rest it on a pin between the chambers, right? You don't have to do it on an empty chamber because you got this thing. Now, what happens is that, I already modified it though, that notch, when this hammer face slams into the percussion cap right here, this whole face, that notch right there, it grabs the percussion cap, and that's what pulls it off. So there was like a sharp edge right here on the corner. It was sharp all around in here on the edge. I'm using like a dental floss pick thing here, something to point at it. It was kind of sharp around here. I don't think that's so important, but basically this part. So when the percussion cap hits this whole face, it bends the percussion cap, and it's got sharp edges on this point here. So it wraps around that, because it's bent in, and it crushes inside this cavity where the pin goes. That's what it's for. It's like in between the cylinder's pin stop, so you can keep the hammer down not on a chamber with a percussion cap, right, for safety reasons. That's what that's for. And actually, I got this off another YouTube video, but this is back in the day, they weren't having so much problem with these things pulling the caps off. And I don't think it was because they were more precision made. I think it was because they weren't as precision made. See, when Oberti and Pieta, this is a Pieta version, makes these, they're making them like, CNC, and, it's got a sharp edge around here. So the cap smacks into this. The cap takes up this whole thing right here, right? This hammer smacks into the cap. It grabs in here like a little, like the hooks. So you round off the edge, and I used, focus camera, this Dremel tool. That thing is stone. I didn't use any Brownell's files or nothing. I didn't even fire this thing yet. I'm sure it's going to work, man. I got redneck mechanic freaking experience, man. This shit's going to work. So, like when you're, normally you can carry it on an empty chamber and load 5. I just got the stuff coming in, the powder and stuff. One thing I could find was Hodgdon 777. Or you can put it on here, like you can put it in between. See, there's a pin right there, and that pin fits in that notch. Well, that notch also freaking pulls the caps off, man. But if you round, like I said, if you take the sharp edges off, wait a minute, the other way around. If you take the sharp edges off, especially this piece right here, this little freaking hook right on there, I already took them off. It still works. It's rounded out more. It's still freaking, the pin still sticks on there, no problem. So I think this thing's going to fire no problem without pulling the caps off. I'm thinking, well, that's cool. I might get the 22 long rifle conversion thing for it here pretty soon too. Who knows? That would be the more fun one to have, because you can load it and unload it with the cylinder in it, versus taking it apart and all that kind of garbage. You know, I could kind of see taking 22 long rifle with these because you don't have to reload those, man. They're dirt cheap. So, anyway, it's another freaking modification. And like I said, I got the percussion caps and powder on the way. I got them from Mid-South Arms. I said, oh, I remember that, man, because I used to get stuff from Midway, and then I found this Mid-South Arms a long time ago when I used to shoot. Coming from Nashville, Tennessee. So, anyway, this sucker should be really good, man. Good to go. Back into my CS holster and Confederate Reenactment War Belt. CS magazine pouch. CS belt. The CS belt buckle on there. See? Bowie knife. Carbon steel, not stainless steel. Anyway. We're going on and we're freaking hooking up on here, man. We're doing our stuff, man. We're doing it. But hey, I don't, you know what? I did find that tip on YouTube, but you know what? It makes perfect mechanical sense. They got other freaking tips on how you can fix that problem, but it requires a gunsmith. This don't require no gunsmith, man. So I figured I modified right away. I mean, the worst you're going to do is mess the hammer up, but you know, I didn't mess the hammer up. No way. Makes perfect sense. That little notch is like, it's like a claw, man. It's a freaking hammer face hits in there and it goes, it's got sharp edges. That's why it freaking pulls off those percussion caps. Makes perfect mechanical sense. I'm going to fix it right now before I even freaking use it. And tomorrow I'm going to find out, hopefully if I get enough time to go out to that range, I'm going to find out if my 1911 works really good. I bet you it does. I already adjusted the extractor before I even fired it. And I modified the feed ramp on a barrel so it feeds like, you know, the hollow points and everything else. So I could cycle through the hollow points no problem by hand. It ejects even like fully loaded ammo. So it's definitely going to throw regular empty brass out of there no problem. I bet you that damn thing works slick as snot. And I bet you when I go ever use this percussion cap jobber, right here, I bet you it's going to work great. I bet you I'm not going to have any problems with the caps pulling off. And I'm like, cool, man. I'm telling you, that's what's cool about YouTube. But it was hard to find that video, man. It was hard. I was looking and looking and looking, man. A lot of people got all these freaking complicated freaking things. But what he said was made... Actually, he found out from a YouTube viewer told him that. It was... I don't know. If I find a freaking guy who he is, he does like Western stuff or something, I'll post it down there in the comments whose channel it was, because I don't remember the video, man. But that's the cool thing about YouTube. It's not even the freaking guys that are posting stuff, but people tell you stuff that are watching. So you got a lot of learning. You know, if you're not playing games and you're not freaking sitting at like giving a crap about who's divorcing who in Hollywood or some garbage like that, you can learn a lot of cool stuff. I really like this damn thing, to tell you the truth, man. I don't know what the hell it is about it, but I sure as hell like this thing. Maybe it's because it's 1851, so that makes it, what is that, 167 years old or something like that? Or, yeah, something like that, right? It's 167-year-old technology, and it's freaking still really, it works fine, man. It's good. It's good. I mean, I really like this damn thing. I says, man, it's amazing. You can have something that damn old, and it's freaking, this thing was state-of-the-art at the time, but I'm like, it's damn useful today, too. Especially if I get that 22 long rifle conversion thing, and supposedly, I gotta see what that is about. I think I'm gonna email the guys over there in Old South Firearms. You know, it ejects them, and you can load them while the cylinder's in there. You gotta change the cylinder out, but once you do that, you got a little 22 long rifle, single action. And I think it's got a little barrel that goes inside of here up to about here. But it shoots good from, 50 feet. It freaking shoots good, man. I mean, what I like about that is, like, you could just... I mean, it's like having another pistol. Except the only problem is, I think that conversion costs $370. I'm like, wow. But, you know what? What does a 22 pistol cost you? I mean, one that's going to work, that's going to look like this. More than that, probably, right? Or somewhere around there. So, I don't know. Anyway, over and out. Very happy with this damn thing, man. I don't know why the hell it is. I'm just tickled about this damn thing. It's like, I I mean, I got other pistols and rifles, but somehow I just like this damn thing. It's like it's not only Civil War Confederate, but it's also Western. I just love this damn thing. I'm so glad I've got it, man. And I'm probably going to be shooting a lot of that percussion cap stuff pretty soon. I got the stuff on the way. It's going to be here pretty soon. And we got Putin the cat here guarding the meow meow flag on the bed. So this guy, man, he's my faithful companion. He's another. I got 2 cats that are dog cats. He's probably the most dog cat going, Putin. And Onyx is the one that follows me around, but so does Putin. But Putin, he's like, he's wherever I am, he's about 2 or 3 feet away. He'd be laying there. He doesn't like curl up to you like a cat. He's just like a dog. He just goes near you. He's part Abyssinian. They say those cats are like that. This guy's a good guy, man. Gets along with everybody. Right there, buddy. My little gray Confederate cat doo-doo. Yeah.